Yarnsensation. Just click on my yarn lady or click the subscribe button. Okay, so what I wanted to share was the star stitch, and perhaps you have already experimented with this star stitch, but I have been using it for several projects lately, and what I wanted to do is just do a quick video of how to do the star stitch. And what I have learned is basically a multiple of 2. So if you want whatever project you're doing, just make sure that it has a chain that is a multiple of 2. So for this example, what I will do is show you the star stitch using 16 chains. So you just want to start with a slip knot, and you will chain 16. Okay, so next we will complete row 1, and row 1 will be 1 single crochet across, and you want to start in that second chain from the hook. So 1 and 2. Place that first single crochet and then just single crochet across to the end of the chain. Okay, so we completed row 1, and I have a total of 15 single crochets. Okay, so this next row is where the magic happens. So what I do from row 1, turn my work, and chain 3. Once you have your chain 3, you will skip this first chain, place your hook into that next chain, pull up a loop. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, place it in that next chain. That would be chain 3, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Okay, so now we will go into our single crochet row. So you want to place your hook in that first single crochet, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on the hook. Go to that next single crochet, place your hook in there, pull up a loop. You will have 5 loops on the hook, and go to that next single crochet, place your hook in there, pull up a loop. Okay, so you will have 6 loops on your hook. Next, grab your yarn, and you want to pull through all loops on that hook. Okay, and you will have this. So the next step will be to chain 1. When you chain 1, you create a center. It's right there. And what you want to do next for that next stitch is place your hook into that center, pull up a loop. When we had those 6 loops on our hook, for this last one, we want to lift it. Place your hook beneath this last loop, pull your yarn through, and you'll have 3 loops on the hook. Next, you have a stitch right here. You want to place your hook in that stitch, pull up a loop. You have your 4 loops. You will go to the next stitch, place your hook in there, pull up a loop. You have those 5 loops go to the next one, place your hook in there and pull up a loop, and you will have your 6 loops on your hook. Once again, just pull through all loops on the hook. Chain 1, and what you will do is repeat the same steps. So go back into that center, pick up that last stitch right here, go into this next stitch, pull up, and go to the next single crochet, pull up, and go to the next. And you have your 6 loops, pull through all loops and chain 1. So what you want to do is continue across. The last single crochet, you will complete your last star stitch, and we will meet back here. And I just wanted to show you another trick when you're working your rows. No matter how many chain you start off with, just remember an even number, multiple 2s. But when you get to the end, you should always have those last 2 stitches or last 2 single crochets at the end, and that will make sure that you will have one more star stitch, enough stitches to complete that last star stitch. Okay, so I completed the last star stitch, and what you want to do at the end of each star stitch row, in that last stitch of the row or that last single crochet, and it's the same single crochet that you completed your star stitch, you want to always complete a half double crochet in that same stitch. So just wrap your yarn around your hook, place it into that same stitch, pull up a loop. You will have 3 loops on the hook, and just pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and you completed that half double crochet. Okay, so we completed row 1, we completed row 2, so next we will complete row 3. So next you will chain 1, turn your work, and this is another row that is key to this pattern. So in this first stitch right here, you want to complete a single crochet. And remember, when we do our 6 loops, we always create a center. So here it is again, and in this first one, you want to complete 1 single crochet. And then you have several other centers on this row. And one is right here. So what you want to do for your next center and the rest of them, you will place 2 single crochets in that next center. Go to the next 2 single crochets. Okay, go to the next 2 single crochets. Go to the next 2 single crochets. The next 2 single crochets. And here's that last one, 2 single crochets. And you will have 1 stitch left. You want to complete a single crochet. So we completed rows 1, 2, and 3, and row 2 and 3 will always be repeated through the pattern, and that will give you the star stitch. So what we will do now is do another set together, and that way you can see how beautiful it works out. So remember, after you complete this row, what you want to do is turn your work, chain 3, and then you have your chain, so you want to pick up those first 2 stitches of this chain, and we're just repeating row 2. Go into that single crochet, the next single crochet, and the next. You have 6 loops on the hook. Pull through all loops, chain 1, go through your center, pull up a loop, pick up that next stitch, go into this stitch, single crochet, pick up, next single crochet, 6 loops, pull through all, chain 1. And you just want to repeat across, repeating the same steps. Just remember, you only need 6 loops on your hook. Always pull through, chain 1, go back through that center, pick up a loop, go through that same stitch, and then go through the next 2 single crochets. You have those 6 loops, pull through all, chain 1, and you just want to continue to the end. Just always try to keep up with your stitches, because if you get to the end and you don't have all your stitches that you need, you will have to unravel your entire row. You'll have to unravel that entire row just for it to have that edge on each end and for it to look nice. So in that last stitch, remember, half double crochet in that same stitch. Once you complete that row, then you chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet in that first stitch, single crochet in that next center, two single crochets in the next center. Repeat that across, 2 single crochets in each center. Always pull it apart because there's always one center sitting in that little curved part. And complete your last single crochet. And what I am doing is just turning it over for right now. And this is the right side. And if you look, you can see the beauty in those star stitches. How pretty is that? And whenever you do that single crochet row, the one that we just worked, you will have for this one, because we started with a chain of 16, and remember when we did the single crochet row at the beginning, we had a total of 15 single crochet. So you will have a total of 15 single crochet. So let's say if you started with a chain of 26 for your project, you will have a total of 25 single crochets at the bottom, and each time you do that single crochet row, you will have 25. So for this one, remember, it's 15 single crochets. So that is the star stitch, and I just love it. And it may take a little practice because I have tried several times before and would start, have to rip it apart, start, rip it apart, and then it just finally, I finally caught on to how to do the star stitch, and it's so pretty to, you can make so many different projects using this stitch. So I hope you guys have fun with the star stitch, and remember, I will come back and show you some of the projects that I made using the star stitch. Thanks.